Our next guest is a chef from Best Eye, Brooklyn, that grew a love for cooking. He's a self-taught chef and has worked many restaurants, and currently he offers personal chef services and catering through his company, Savory Bites. And now he's here to make a unique, twisted version of a surf and turf. Please welcome Chef Caesar. All right, what we got here, Chef?
All
So
right.
while we're doing this, I'm going to ask you questions, but you kick it off with your ingredients here. Surf and turf,
Yes.
first thing on a Friday morning.
Yes, yes.
So what is your definition of a surf and turf?
So traditionally, surf and turf is people hear surf and turf, they think steak, lobster, shrimp, all this stuff. But it's the summertime, so you want something lighter, not so heavy. So what I have here is some codfish, which is what I'm gonna stuff with some Spanish chorizo, some fresh herbs. I'm gonna cook it via sous vide with some cream of corn as well to go with it.
Oh my gosh, this sounds delicious. I'm
Yes.
okay having this for
Yes.
breakfast. All right, so first we start with the salmon.
Well, once again, this is gonna be cod fillets.
Oh, it's cod.
Yeah,
what,
which-
I'm thinking salmon. I'm like, I got salmon in the
You can
brain.
do cod as well.
Right.
So we're gonna pretty much cut this in half. We're gonna stuff it with some chorizo.
Okay, so we're stuffing it with,
Chorizo, Spanish sausage. Yes.
okay.
And then you're just gonna lightly season it. A little bit of kosher salt, some black pepper, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna fold this up so it's not really visible. And then what you're gonna do is, since we're using a sous vide machine, we're gonna cook it at 124 degrees Fahrenheit. And what we're gonna do is put it in this bag here,
And what is this machine called?
a sous vide.
Okay, and what exactly does it do?
So pretty much it cooks any protein or vegetables at a steady temperature that is not aggressive. So it cooks it through, and then we're gonna finish this product off on the grill to get a good sear and crust.
All right.
All right. So you have the fish, you get a little bit of oil,
Put the
fresh
oil in
herbs.
the bag.
Correct. And then what you're gonna do is you're just gonna drop it in here, and it's gonna kind of seal itself, and then it's gonna cook for 25 minutes.
Okay.
All right.
And that's going to cook before the segment's over? Because we don't have 25 minutes.
Well, guess what? I have some ready for us
Oh,
right now.
Bam, man, the
All
magic
right.
of television. Yay.
So pretty much what we're gonna do is I'm gonna slide on over here. If you don't mind me pushing you over a little bit.
What's this?
So this is the finished product. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get it on the hot plancha.
I love how he's just into the gloves. You can tell you're a personal chef. Right, because, I mean, we're here
No
on
cross
set.
contamination or
Right,
nothing. So
exactly.
you get a little good olive oil on there. All right.
So you switch the gloves so that there is no cross-contamination. Very interesting. That's another tip, by the way.
Yes.
And so now this is semi-cooked, right?
It's pretty much
It's
cooked
because it's
fully.
been boiling for 25 minutes.
Yeah, so
And
it's already
when you
stuffed.
put it on the grill,
So yeah, so now it's on a high grill. You're just gonna get a good sear on it. Let it cook there, so-
and that's to what?
So
Make
you're
it
just
a
gonna
little crisp.
A little crisp. We're gonna warm it back up, bring it up to temp, and then we're gonna work over here as well.
Yeah, and for those who don't speak Ebonics, temp is temperature. Bring it up to temp.
Bring it up to temp. So here we have the cream of corn soup,
Oh,
which is
my
pretty
goodness.
much made with coconut milk, corn. There's no dairy in it. Some garlic and fresh herbs.
I just want to show that to everybody. This is cream of corn with coconut, right?
Coconut milk, some
Coconut.
fresh garlic, some thyme, and a little bit of olive oil when it's sauteed. And then once it's sauteed, you put it in the blender and process it, and that's it.
Nice.
Simple. 1, 2, 3. All right. So while this is warming up.
It is somewhat simple for a fancy looking dish.
Correct. Yeah, and if you wanted to, like if you're cooking for a party of 10 or so, it's easy. You can multitask. You can get about 5 or 6 fillets inside this bad boy here. Cook for 20 minutes while you focus on the other garnishes for your dish. That's it. You bring everything together.
Okay, and so we're ready to final it up here.
Correct. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pour this on the base. All right. All right. And then what I have here is some fresh baby arugula. And since it's summertime, corn is in season and heirloom tomatoes are in season. So I'm just going to mix these two together for a light salad. A little bit of fresh olive oil. All right. A little bit of kosher salt. And then once again, back to the gloves.
Back to the gloves, right?
Well, I
Which
don't
is great.
have any right
Well,
now.
you're a personal chef, right? And so when you cater to your clients. You basically address whatever their eating habits are, and then
Correct.
you customize it with these fabulous looking dishes.
Correct. So we're just gonna bring this around. Mm-hmm. Run the dish on the edge. All right. Also have some homemade breadcrumbs that I have here. It's toast
Okay.
with some fresh herbs, some paprika, and some parsley. That's
Okay.
it.
So all of this that you've made is pretty much homemade, right?
Correct.
And so you are. You also offer catering services.
Correct.
Right. So let's talk about that while this is cooking up here.
So pretty much, I've started working out in a few different restaurants or whatever, and I wanted to broaden a platform for myself to showcase my talent. When you work in most restaurants, you're kind of subdued to whatever that executive chef wants to be done. You're portraying his image through your talents. So, which is why I started Savory Bites, just to offer what I'm influencing from what I grew up with. So basically, I'm specializing in Southern and Latin cuisine because I grew up in Bushwick. All the cuchifritos, the papas rellenas, everything I love,
Yeah.
and I fuse it with the love of Southern cuisine through my grandmother. So between those two, I just try to come up with crazy concoctions, that showcases both passions.
I love it.
Yes, yes.
I can tell that you're into crazy concoctions.
Yes.
You're an inspiration too because you're self-taught.
Yes.
And you've come this far just creating, right? So you're an artist in your own right through, of course, the culinary
You can say
arts.
so, correct.
Yes.
Yes.
And I love that you're considering our palates, right?
Yes.
Because we have a certain flavor that we like.
Yes.
And usually when you eat healthy, that's the primary factor. It's like it must taste good.
Yes,
So
no
how do
matter
we
what.
make it taste like, a cuchifrito, knowing that it's a healthy dish?
We just cook with love. That's
That's
it,
it.
man. Just
Oh,
a
I
little bit of
love
love,
that.
man.
I
That's the
love
secret
that.
recipe. All right, so we have this here.
So how did you come up with this though? Like this corn?
It's so based off my training working in restaurants, even though I'm self-taught, we were taught that everything needs to be seasonal, and what's in season, that the produce is going to be fresher. Of course, for certain people, the product is going to be also cheaper because it's seasonal, as opposed to you buying what you want to buy. It's to buy. So summertime, everything is about bright, fresh herbs. Like we said, the fresh greens, corn is in season right
I
now.
just want
It's
to
at
show
prime.
everybody how
Yes.
beautiful this dish looks without the fish. I don't know. Oh, I can't wait to taste it.
Got it.
This cream of corn that he made. What are you calling this?
So I call it cream of corn,
You
pretty
do call
much,
it a
yes.
cream
But
of
there's no
corn.
dairy in it.
Right.
For those that a lot of people don't eat dairy nowadays. But it's just pretty much, once again, it's just fresh corn that you would just slightly grill, cut it off the cob, get it in the pan with some onions, some garlic, some fresh herbs, and you're good to go once you
Alright.
puree it.
Okay,
Put this to the
so are
side.
we ready to channelize this dish?
Correct.
It sure looks like
Alright.
it.
And then what we're gonna do is,
And then this is your homemade breadcrumbs.
correct, just to give the dish
And
some
what's
texture.
in the breadcrumbs?
So it's parsley, a little salt, a little pepper, and a little paprika. So when you build dishes, we're taught also that you work off the three things of fat, salt, and acid. So you have, and texture as well. So we have some texture. You got some fat from the corn, and the acid to be from the olive oil and tomatoes.
Look how beautiful. If only I had a fork. Look how beautiful. Let's see. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. We're just going to look at it. All right. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
This is Chef Caesar, everyone. And for you guys, for more on Savory Bites and Chef Caesar, please be sure to check him out on Instagram at Chef Caesar 1022. Stay tuned. Bobby C's Weekly Sports Roundup is coming up next.